podcast, so please do not swear. Are you going to buy FIFA 16 because AFC Bournemouth's ground, the Vitality Stadium, is going to be in it this year? Oh, Chris? Oh, Chris?
Oh, it was clean.
Right, so thank you for Wait, let's start the podcast. I'm going to start it. Hello and welcome to episode 107 of Heroes of Handheld, the world's premium podcast dedicated to everything.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Colin.
Handheld gaming,
Hear me, Colin.
including PlayStation Vita, Nintendo 3DS, 2DS, PSP, DS, whatever. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Colin, and there's no witty opening this week because I feel crap. I don't feel too good. Chris, I can barely hear him because his connection is useless, basically. He's moved shit around in his room, and to get a bit more space to walk around in, he's sacrificed a good internet connection for the podcast. So I like where your priorities lie, sir. It's not good. So if I'm not going to edit this out. If Chris' connection goes, we're going to soldier on through because we're in that sort of mood. So hi, Chris. You there?
Yes, I'm there. Hi, how are you?
Brilliant. I'm good. Well, I'm not feeling too good. I feel very, I don't know, just feel a bit sicky, feeling good. It's one of those days. It's just one of those days. In the words of Limp Bizkit.
I'm still here.
I know you're here. I'm still doing the podcast.
I see. Every time you don't reply, I think it's connected.
Just assume your connection has gone shit if I don't reply. So for anyone who's listening for the first time, you're going to be thinking, what the hell have I downloaded here? We've got a guy who feels ill, and we've got a guy whose internet connection is shocking. We're very sorry, but we're gonna try our best, okay? We haven't got much news this week. It's quite a quiet one, so hopefully we'll get through this without too much pain. What do we want to start with? You know what? Let's I know, obviously, I'm laughing at a visual joke here. I know you people listening to us via the audio streams and audio download places that won't see this, but on Google Hangouts, how we do the video element of the podcast is via Google Hangouts, and this video gets automatically uploaded to our YouTube page, so it saves us a lot of time and effort because we don't need to edit anything. It goes up straight away. It's an easy way for us to do it. Now, when you're recording on Google Hangouts, if any of you have done it before, in the bottom right hand corner you can see the people who are in the hangout with you. So obviously you are the main box, and then in the right down in the bottom is the other person or the other people in your chat. As soon as they start talking, they will become the main focus of the video. So for about 30 seconds there whilst I was talking, when I began this talk, it stopped now, Chris's picture was frozen in a very hilarious mid-laugh shot where his teeth were showing and his eyes were bulging. And I wish I could have print screened it, but I cannot. And the fact Chris has not chuckled or retorted shows that he cannot hear me. He's moving.
No, I was listening.
There he is. He's back. It's just, this is, in the words of Limp Bizkit, it's just one of those days. Everybody's subbing, everybody sucks, but you want to justify blowing someone's head off. Me a week.
Great.
Me and my Limp Bizkit knowledge. You're right, Chris. You had a good week. How you feeling?
You're pretty good. I've been playing a lot of Sea Shine on the old mobile telephone.
Oh, you actually listened to me and downloaded it.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a thing, isn't it? Enjoying it. Oh shit,
I forgot.
Enjoying it's maybe not the word.
What?
Really Why? Hard. It's so hard.
It is hard. It's one thing that it's don't you agree? It's a very beautiful game. It's very the art style is lovely,
but it doesn't tell you how to do anything. And then it's like expecting you to shoot stars of light or whatever the hell it's going to be doing. And I'm just there like, there's an anglerfish coming.
Isn't that like a Madonna song? Shoot rays of light. Ray of light. That's a Madonna song. Anyway, I have to admit it's sort of like, if you'll pardon the pun, it sort of plunges you in the deep end. But it's fun. It's easy. It's not a difficult game to understand, though, Chris. Come on, let's be honest. That's a nice delayed laugh there.
I'm going to give it a little spin now.
Nice. So for those of you who've not, For those of you who didn't listen to last week's episode, I downloaded and played a game called Sea Shine, which is a new game for Android and iOS. It's free, and it's absolutely free. There's nothing you need to pay for. It's just, free in the final sense. It's an endless runner game. You play as a jellyfish in the abyss, and you have to try and swim around and not lose light, basically. Chris has been playing it this weekend. Well, as you all heard, he's finding it hard, but he's still playing it, which means he must like it, which is what I like to hear. It's a very good game to pick up and play, one of those games like that. But I really liked it. I loved it. What really got me was the art style. I love a game that has
very
art
pretty.
style. That really is a big draw for me. That's why I keep going back to these games. I know our boy on Twitter, I've actually encouraged someone to play a Rayman game. He played Rayman Origins, and he said he absolutely loved it. Not surprised, because the Rayman games on Vita are absolutely stunning. And seriously, dude, if you're listening now, which hopefully you are, because you're our #1 fan, you're our #1 customer, anyone who's watched Jingle All the Way will know that reference. But you should definitely play Rayman Legends. That's my favorite Vita game of all time currently. And there was even a moment in Rayman Legends where I had to stop, pause the game, put my Vita down, and I just had this goosebump feeling of just like pure happiness, pure joy at just how amazing the level design was. It was seriously, Rayman Legends is the best Vita game.
You had to stop and pause the game because of how good the level design was.
I had to. No, it was absolutely. I almost teared. It was that good.
That's
no, seriously,
bullshit.
I'm not joking. I teared up a little bit. It was that good. Seriously,
the platforming elements, they're getting me going again.
I've got a boner again. But no, you have to. I don't know if they had it in Origins. It's been a while since I played it. There are levels in Rayman Legends which are all incorporate music, so you have to jump and platform to the beat of the music. And it's just so well done. Oh, it was literally, it's making me tingly just thinking about it. It was just so epically done. Seriously, if you've not played Rayman Legends, what are you doing? It is the best Vita game. And I don't care about your Persona 4 Golds. I don't care about your JRPGs and all these games from Japan. Rayman Legends is the best game on Vita. And I will fight anyone who deny. I've not heard anyone say anything negative about Rayman Legends. It is an amazing achievement, not just in gaming, but in art. It's a fantastic piece of art, and it's just a good game.
To start, Chris, you cry.
That's another song, isn't it? I would like to say that I never meant to make you cry. Anyway, so anyway, Chris, go on. Give me your thoughts on Sea Shine. I'll stop talking now.
So I'm enjoying it. I think once you get past the tutorial, it's better. But you're right, it's pretty, and the music's really nice, and the art style is good, and the level design, like, I had to pause it because I needed to cry at one point. The level design was so good. Right, pal?
Yeah, I know what really annoys me. I was just thinking about when you said about the tutorial. I was trying to think tutorial, but yeah, that was like the opening few bits you go through where it has little prompts on screen, isn't it? There's bits. What's really annoying is in the opening levels, there's those fish that float around. They don't attack you, but they're just in the way. And there's ones where I got stuck on this bloody fish. Like, get out the bloody way! I was tapping my phone, going crazy. So yeah, Sea Shine is good. If you've not played Sea Shine, download it. It's free. Do it. It's a great game.
Now, fantastic. Can I reply? I've got a game I'd like to recommend to you.
Please say it's free, please.
Well, it's free on Android. I'm assuming it's out on iOS as well.
Right.
It's called That Level Again. And the basic premise is it's the same level each time, like the same design level, but you have to get through it in different ways each time. So you kind of, it's like a logic game. It's a puzzle game. I think you'll like it. So you start off and you have to, there's a big button in the middle, and you start off and you have to hit the button, and then you can go through the door. And then the next level is like, don't hit the button, and so on and so forth. But it gets gradually more and more difficult and kind of twists the logic of the situation more and more. It's really good. I'm actually really enjoying it, and I think it's the right amount of difficult versus satisfying. So it can be quite hard, but then when you actually manage to pull something, like when you work out what it's asking you to do, it's like, oh yes, I did it, because it's kind of taken you a little while. So I would recommend. It's called That Level Again, and it was free on Android. It was only a tiny download. It's got that sort of old mini clip style flash game, Newgrounds.
Yeah, it's very salad fingers looking, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's sort of
but it's good. Give it a try. I think you'll be keen, Colin. Let me know your thoughts next week.
Currently downloading as we speak. It's free on iOS as well, so I'm playing that.
Okay.
God, I'm looking at the description for this game. It's the first game by the guy who's made it. He's called Turkmetov Tagir, is his name, and it's his first game. So that's good. If it's a good game, as you say it is, then I will give that a whirl. It looks good.
Give that a try between now and next week's podcast.
This feature should be like our free game of the week. Like we have to find a free game, you know?
Okay, because you're tight.
No, tight. Like the reference there. I really like these references that no one's going to understand.
Everyone's going to understand because everyone's watched Breaking Bad. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah. Anyway, woo! Anyway, going back to Breaking Bad, I'm going to spoil. If you've not watched Breaking Bad, this is something from series 1, so I don't know. It's probably a spoiler. But the bit where Walter goes to, Tuco, obviously, he goes to his office.
Tuco! Yeah.
And he goes, he wants he wants money from Tuco to make the meth. And he goes, and Walter goes, "You've just forgotten one thing," or something. "This isn't meth." He drops it, and the whole room explodes. Oh my god, amazing! That's when my boy Walt is my boy. Anyway, so right, first thing I want to talk about this week is I'm not going to do it in the news section because it's not really news, but it is a new contraption that has been made available in our favorite country. And that is Japan. So this is a bit of a weird idea. It's called the Deca Vita. Get it? Deca Vita 7. And what it is, it's a way of making your PlayStation TV like a Wii U console. And this is how it works. It's a big 7-inch screened gamepad. So it's like a big Vita, basically. 7 inches, like my dick, but 7 inches, the screen 7 inches. It's like a big PlayStation Vita. And on the back, there's a little compartment where you plug in a PlayStation TV. So rather than plug in your PlayStation TV to a TV, obviously, or your PlayStation Vita TV, you connect it to this device called the Deca Vita 7, and you've got a massive Wii U-sized PlayStation Vita. Now, you may think that this is a stupid idea because surely if people want a handheld device with the PlayStation TV, they would just buy a normal PlayStation Vita. But this game has actually sold out. This device is actually, this contraption is what this article is calling it, has sold out in Japan. So there you go. It costs 24,840 yen. Chris, if you click on the YouTube link at the top of Google Drive. Yeah,
I watched it earlier. It didn't look very official, is the only day.
Yeah, it's not an official thing by Sony. It's by a company called Game Tech. But on their website saying these contraptions have sold out. I mean, it looked very clever, like how the PlayStation TV just slotted into the back. But I don't know. It's that works out about $199, which I assume is about 150 quid, something along those lines. It's very interesting. I don't really get what the point of this is, though. What is the point? You know what I'm saying, Chris? You there?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to work. I kind of, because it's like a slightly larger Vita, isn't it? Is the impression I got.
That's exactly what it is.
The screen. But then I guess that maybe it's like, maybe people want a bigger Vita screen, but they don't want to have it stuck to a TV. I mean, it might be useful for taking your PS Vita TV on the go.
But you can't really. It's a massive gamepad. It's not like something you can fit in your pocket. You need a bloody suitcase to fit it in. And I don't get it. Like, if people want to, have a handheld device, why didn't they just buy the normal PlayStation Vita rather than buy a PlayStation TV? I don't get it. It seems a waste of time. But it's sold out in Japan, so someone's buying it. Maybe it's just one person. Who knows? But it's comparable to the Wii U tablet. I mean, you've got a Wii U, Chris? Do you use that tablet a lot in gaming?
I do use it a lot, but the battery life is absolutely dire. Like, it's really bad. It'll run flat in maybe 2 hours.
Shit, that's not good. So I mean, if you're doing a proper gaming session, 2 hours is that's not very long at all, is it?
I mean, put it this way: you'll use it to turn the Wii U on. You'll put it on the side of the sofa and pick up other controllers to play, and then by the time you're done, the Wii U tablet has gone flat again. Like that's how bad it is.
God. So I mean, is there any way of improving that? A Nintendo working on a new one? What's going on?
You turn the display down. I think you can maybe get custom batteries as well. I'm not sure, but it's all still a bit like, yeah, it's just kind of like, come on, guys. Whereas I don't know how the battery life works for your thing.
What do you mean, my thing?
Well, your thing you're talking about. This
oh yeah, that thing. I don't know.
Powered through the mains, or is it? Because the Vita TV is presumably powered through the mains.
Yes.
So how is the Vita TV?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. It shows my limited knowledge of the PlayStation. I assume it is powered by
also, it's
no. I assume you just charge it. Just like
if it's powered by.
Sorry, go on.
But how would you be able to? I don't know. You imagine it using if it needs to be plugged because the Vita TV needs to be plugged into the wall. So you imagine if this console is using the Vita TV, that it's going to get through batteries very quickly.
Yeah, it must be. Maybe you charge it up and then you plug the. I don't know, but I can't imagine the battery life being lasting very long, as you said. Well, there are some things to ponder. It makes me think of Pinky and the Brain. Chris, are you pondering while I'm pondering? I think so, Blaine.
But how do they fit that many cheeses into a mouse or whatever?
Oh God, I love that. I just like who said, I think they're Blaine. It's completely off. Anyway, so let's get on to the news. So I'm going to let Chris start because I'm such a top lad.
Lovely, thank you. Such a ton of Pokemon news just for you. So your first bit of news, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, which comes out at the end of this year. It's the iconic Pokemon release of this year for your portables. It's come out this week according to NintendoEverything.com that this game is going to have over 120 dungeons spread across 5 continents. This is the largest amount of any of the kind of mystery dungeon games. There's also going to be like unique dungeons called the Koro dungeons, different bosses and stuff. It just looks really like basically what you should get from this is that this is the biggest form of mystery dungeon we've seen yet, which makes sense because it's also a new 3DS one. It's also been announced that we're going to get some new Pokemon themes on September 18th, including a Pikachu dance, which is lots of Pikachu kind of dancing. It's a bit whatever. I mean, it looks fine. There's also
hold on. What's dancing about? What was that ship?
Dancing Pikachus are coming as a theme for the 3DS. There's also going to be one with a massive Pikachu face on the top, and then little Pikachus on the bottom with the Pokemon X and Y Route 1 music. These are both going to cost £2.30, but you're able to get them in a bundle for £3.60 until the end of October. There's also an unannounced and unseen Mewtwo theme coming out on Friday. It's going to cost £1.80. So that's the big Pokemon news, Colin, and this must have made its way into your wavelength. And if you say it didn't, you're lying. Is that Pokemon Go is coming to Android and iOS next year? Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is an augmented reality game for your mobile device. It's going to be free with then
You lost me. Purchases. Augmented reality. No one cares about that anymore. Did anyone ever care about augmented? Do you remember those AR cards? Have you ever used those for your 3DS?
Yeah, but you're not. But here's the thing, Colin. It's not. Yeah. It's not like that because you're going to be running around. You're going to get to Bournemouth Football Stadium and you're going to have a little notification on your phone. It's going to be like, this is a Rhyhorn in the next room. And you're going to run there with your phone and you're going to capture it and it's going to be incredible. So it's being made in conjunction with Nintendo and this company called Niantic, who were a startup from Google that then kind of branched out into their own field. You're going to use augmented reality to find Pokemon in various areas. You can also meet up to trade and battle and take down Pokemon together. It's going to link. There's going to be some sort of link to the main games. They've not said how. I would assume maybe through Pokemon Bank, which we spoke about before on the podcast. But the coolest thing is the Pokemon Go Plus, which is a little watch that attaches to your wrist, connects to your phone via Bluetooth, and tells you of any nearby Pokemon via an LED light and a rumble. You should watch the trailer. We'll embed it on handheld.com. This game looks so cool. I'm sort of trepidatious because my only worry is, right, and I don't know how they're going to distribute the Pokemon, but if they do it by cities and by population density, then it's going to be a lot more fun for me in London than it is for you in the New Forest. Or near the New Forest, I guess. But, I mean, if they've done this well, it could be so exciting. Because can you imagine just like, just going out for a walk, I'm just having a little walk around Battersea Park, and I get a thing on my wrist, and it's like, oh, there's a massive Snorlax over there. And then you see loads of like people running from miles around, their wrists vibrating and flashing in the breeze, shouting, Snorlax, Snorlax, you will be mine! And everyone just getting it. Oh, it's so exciting.
I imagine that sort of shit happening in Japan, but I guess I just imagine Chris just running around with this watch. Oh my god, that'd be the best thing ever.
The rumor is that legendary Pokemon will be at like iconic landmarks. So like go to Big Ben, fight a Zapdos. Go to Boulder Beach, take on Articuno. It looks so cool though. Like, it just even if it's shit, it looks so bonkers. Like, I think it'll be really fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's an intriguing idea, and I love the interactive element of it.
It's also the first big Nintendo smartphone collaboration.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. This is exciting. When's it coming out?
2016. No more information provided.
Great. So it could be the 1st of January 2016 or the last day in December.
Yep. Who knows?
Sleep tight. Have a silent night. Do you remember those adverts?
Yeah, I do, with the Sleeping Hippo.
And like,
never mind. Over to you.
And then you think, how did they have intercourse? Because that would have surely killed that little bird. Eh? Anyway,
have you got any news, Colin?
No, I'm joking. Watch that video I put at the top of your the Google Drive. Do it. Right, so okay. What am I talking about? So I've not got much news at all this week. Either I'm a bad journalist or it's just been another quiet week. But the biggest news is probably the announcement of the release date of Super Meat Boy, finally on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita, obviously. This was promised to us by Team Meat. I love that name, Team Meat. Back in June, they promised it would be coming to Vita and PlayStation 4. And as a way of saying sorry for how long it has taken, it's going to be available for free with October's PlayStation Plus. So that's very, very exciting. So anyone who's not checked out Super Meat Boy yet, you can get it. And you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, obviously. You can get it for free on October the 6th in North America. That's when it's released on Vita, and also the same day that the PlayStation Plus games go live as well in October. So there you go. You can be able to play it for free. Has a big loyal following, Super Meat Boy. I'm not going to lie, I've never played it before. I had to watch some videos of the gameplay. Looks very cool, like platformy, jumpy, squidgy red thing called Super Meat Boy. So that's very exciting. And we are waiting that. I mean, a lot of people are wondering whether this means that there won't be any other games going on PlayStation Plus for Vita, whether it will just be whether it will just be Super Meat Boy. But we're waiting to see. People don't know whether this is going to be included in the original lineup for PlayStation Plus, or it's just going to be an extra one for the Vita owners. But we wait and see. So there you go.
It's also quite interesting that they came out and announced it, because normally Plus is really like hush hush, and then the week before it's like, here's your games. So it's interesting that they've been like, hey guys, 3 weeks time, this is going to be free.
It's quite a big game though, isn't it? Super Meat Boy. It's got a very loyal following. So maybe Team Meat were like, we're having none of this Sony bullshit. We're going to announce our shit, or maybe Sony didn't want them to, and they did it anyway. You don't know. But the cat is out of the bag, or the Meat Boy. Nice. The Meat Boy is out, so look forward to that. Well, to be more precise, he's out next month. There you go. Back over to Chris. I'm sure he's got some more Pokemon news for me.
I've got a little bit of I'll do a tiny bit of news just because this applies to Vita as well. So you know how I'm suddenly obsessed with Shovel Knight?
Yeah.
Shovel Knight Plague of Shadows DLC, which we've talked about a lot on this very program, which is going to involve quite heavily the Plague Knight, who is everyone's favorite knight, as it were. there is a release date, and it's coming all consoles, all platforms, all regions, September 17th, 2015. Which is very exciting. There's a kind of more of a press release on the website, which we'll embed on heroesofhandheld.com. It's all going to be for free. It's going to have a new adventure and challenge mode. Yeah, it looks really, it looks really good. It looks really interesting. New ways to play. Just looks so cool. But you'll have to clear the game of Shovel Knight to take on Plague Knight's adventure and challenge mode. So you need to.
I'm just having a look at. Sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you because I'm just looking at Shovel Knight. I know a lot of people have bigged it up, like you bigged it up. It's looking at all the consoles it's on and all the platforms. Bloody hell, it's on pretty much everything. It wouldn't surprise me.
It's kickstarted as well.
Yeah, I know. It was, wasn't it? God, it's insane. Wouldn't surprise me if this was like looking at this list here at the end. It said microwaves, mirror showers, your local. Urinal. It's pretty much everything. Like PS4, 3DS, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, Vita, Wii U, Windows, GNU, whatever that is, Linux, Mac OS. Fucking hell, that's a lot of things. But I've not played it yet.
It's only 3 days away as well.
I get this confused with the other one, Rogue Legacy. I get these two confused. I don't know why. They look sort of similar art style, I think. Yeah, Rogue Legacy is very similar. Oh, yeah, it's a little nice.
We'll embed, because there's loads and loads of information on the Shovel Knights, where on the Yacht Club Games website, they've kind of told you how the game's going to work and what changes they've made. Because obviously, like, he doesn't have the shovels, so a lot of the levels which would be get throughable are going to be quite different. So yeah, we'll put it on there. It just looks really interesting. And now this means I'm going to have to finish Shovel Knight over the next few days so that I can play. Plague of Shadows when it comes out. Because Shovel Knight, we've said it before, I'll say it again, is really bloody hard, Colin. It's a very difficult game.
You finished it yet?
No, nowhere near. It's fun, but my God, is it difficult.
Good. We always like a bit of challenge,
Yeah, I like a bit of a struggle. Colin, back to you.
I like my women like that. Right, so I've only got one more news article, and it's all about the sales figures for Sony. Woo! So I've got the Vita, PS3, and PS4 sales figures from August 2015. This has been revealed by Sony, and it's a very interesting list. And I've got the list for all the main Sony consoles, but of course we don't care about PS3 or PS4. But actually, I didn't know Rocket League was out on PS4. Sorry, I didn't realize this. I thought Rocket League was only on PC and Mac. Wow.
Didn't realize that. Child.
We should play that. We should both download Rocket League, play it, and then do
we should both buy a PS4 just to play Rocket League together.
No, I mean download it on Steam, you dickhead. Get it on Steam. We'll do a live live stream. That'll be fun.
Okay, yeah, we'll look into it after the show.
Like F you will. Anyway, so let's have a look. So the top 3 games for PS4 is Madden NFL. Actually, is this for? Let's see what this is for. It's probably for North America. Yeah, this is North America, which explains why NFL 16 is number 1 in PS4 land. Number 2, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, and Rocket League, number 3 for PS4. PS3, the number 1 game, surprisingly, is Goat Simulator. There you go. Fair play. Number 2 is Minecraft, and number 3 is Beyond Two Souls. For some reason, that's still clinging on in there after about a year of being released. That's about 2 years now, isn't it? Beyond. God, it feels like ages. So the most important list here is the PlayStation Vita, the top 10 selling games from August this year in North America. So let's read down from 10 to 1. At number 10, Hotline Miami. Fantastic. Not the second one, the first one, Hotline Miami. Number 9, it's that game. It's popping up again. It's Rogue Legacy at number 9. Number 8 is Grim Fandango Remastered. Number 7 is Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath HD. Number 6 is De Gear 4 Promise Revisited, something like that. Number 5 is Dragon Roper.
Yep.
You hearing me, Chris? Like that?
Yeah, no, I'm listening. I mean, it's like the top 40, but less interesting.
No, you didn't. Did you hear what?
Yeah, you called it Dragon Roper.
That's the joke. Right, number 5 is Danganronpa Trigger, Happy Havoc. Number 4 is Dangan Romper 2, Goodbye Despair. Dangan Girly Girly. Number 3 is Minecraft, which is good. That's still there. Number 2
don't
is...
tell me.
What are the top 2?
One of them is Uncharted Golden Abyss.
You are completely wrong.
One is Tearaway.
Nope.
Oh, God.
You're not going to get it.
Hotline Miami 2.
No, you won't get these 2.
Finding
Number 2.
Isaac.
No. Battlestar Royale. Number 2 is Resident Evil Revelations 2.
I was going to say that next.
Number 1 is Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment.
Wow.
What a treat. So they're the top 10 selling games from August in North America for PlayStation Vita. And with that, my pitiful excuse for a new section is over.
I've got little bits that I want to talk about. The first, it was the 30th anniversary of Super Mario over the weekend. Nintendo did loads of stuff, including but not limited to excellent video series called Mario Myths with Mr. Miyamoto. This is 1 minute and 20, and it's really funny. It's just people's kind of Mario conspiracy theories and stuff, and they've pitched them all to Mr. Miyamoto. Off of Nintendo, obviously, and so he's just answered them yes or no, and we'll embed this on heroesofhandheld.com because it's really quaint and it's got nice silly music and you should watch it. But the big news is that Nintendo have announced a new vice president. This is obviously taking over from Mr. Iwata, who passed away earlier on in the year, very sadly, and they have decided that the new representative director president will be Tatsumi Kimishima. Obviously, that's quite a big name in the game. He's previously been director of Nintendo of America. He's also worked as director and chairman of Nintendo of America, managing director, human resources. He's done lots of stuff with Nintendo. He's been there since 2000. So this is quite exciting. And it'll be quite interesting to have someone come on board who has worked so close with Nintendo of America. That could bring quite a different perspective. Some other interesting updates include Shigeru Miyamoto's title has changed. Get this for wanky job name. Shigeru Miyamoto's title name is now Creative Fellow.
That's nice.
What does that even involve? What does that mean? Oh, hello, nice to meet you. My name's Chris and I'm a Creative Fellow. But anyway, you can read all this and more. Nintendo's done a press release. We'll link to it on heroesofhandheld.com. You can read all about the new the new technology fellow, Genyo Takeda, the new general manager, Shigeyoshi Takahashi, the new general manager of marketing and advertising is Satoshi Yamato, and the new general manager of entertainment planning and development is Shinya Takahashi. So you can read all that. If you'd like, we'll link to it on heroesofhandheld.com, and it'll be interesting to see what this new sort of new head honcho brings to the table.
Good eggs. He has good eggs, but Nintendo doesn't have any bad eggs. So there you go. The good eggs are the best eggs. Eggs.
Okay.
Eggs. All right, mate. I'm all right. Getting by. I'm pining for some advanced warfare. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the game. Hey-oh. Anyway,
that's not okay.
Politically motivated. Right, so are you done?
Yes, I am. Bing bang boom. Done.
Bing bang booey booey. Right, you're done. So I think that's pretty much it for this week. Bit of a quickie, quiet one this week because we're not on top form. We're not top form this week, guys. You know, bear with us. I'm sure normal service will resume next week. We wait and see. But thank you for listening to episode 107 of Heroes of Handheld, the podcast dedicated to handheld gaming. I've been Colin.
I've been Chris.
And we have you forever in our hearts, people.
Amen.
Be in my heart. Love
all
it. Right.
Things bright and beautiful.
All creatures great and small.
All things white and wonderful. The Lord Colin made them all.
Love it.
Dun
dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun
Okay, we should go.
Great. Anyway, thank you for listening, everybody. I'm going to hand you over to Chris, who's going to do some housekeeping. Do it, Chris. Bye.
Tweet us at Handheld, email us, heroesofhandheld@gmail.com, Facebook us by searching for Heroes of Handheld. Go to the website, heroesofhandheld.com. Why not also check out our guy who made the cool theme tune? It's called Insert Coin, and it's from the album Music for a 1950s Video Game Orchestra. And it is, of course, by Colin.
Schnauzer Radio Orchestra.
Got it in one, big man. Thank you very much for listening to episode 107 of heroesofhandheld.com. Let us know what you're playing. Just get in touch, say hello, whatever. It'd be nice to hear from you. Heroesofhandheld.com is where you will find all the information, or you can tweet us at Handheld Podcast. Colin, I need to go and finish Shovel Knight in the next 2 days.
Let us know, people, what your favorite Vita game of all time is. Let me know whether you agree with my opinion of Rayman Legends. Give us some suggestions for which games we should be playing for our free game of the week, which could be our new feature. And hopefully one day we'll do another live stream if Chris finally pulls his finger out and gets his internet sorted. But thank you for listening, everybody. We are back next week. Have a great week. Enjoy playing your handheld gaming devices, and bye-bye.
Bye.